You asked a very good question. Let's get into it. So, even though I am experienced with doing inspections itself, when I first started USDA, on my first assignment, I was nervous and I didn't exactly know, what I was doing. I kind of had to have my SOP with me. I had to have the other document with me so I can follow along. But to answer your question, if while you're on site, you have the nation hotline that you can call, that you can ask questions before you even leave the site for assistance. You also have your managers that you can call. When I was doing my first couple of store visits, I had to call my manager because I wasn't sure how to categorize certain things. I wasn't sure how to do, a certain aspect of it. And also, when you submit your first job, QC is going to be your friend. So make sure y'all, be friendly with QC. When they respond back to you, because they will give you feedback on what you need to change or things like that. But to avoid the QC part of it, be sure to call your manager or call the nation hotline for assistance, because that will definitely help you out. Now, as far as the questions are concerned, there should be no doubt about the questions, because you are actually asking those specific questions to the person that you are talking to. Now, if it's not the owner, maybe it's a manager, maybe it's just a cashier, they may not have all those answers. So, you want to visually see if you can find out those answers yourself, or you can also make a call to the owner if you have the direct contact to the owner, to get those questions straightened out, as far as if you're unable to answer a question. But if everything else fails for that, you want to document, make notes, make notations of the things that you could not do, the things that you could not answer, all of those things. If you document those things, then you're covering yourself. And you want to, when you're documenting it, make sure that you are explaining why you couldn't answer the question, or the confusion that you have about answering the question. And generally, on your first couple of ones, again, QC will read those notes that you made on your report, and they will sort of focus on that to try to provide you a solution or an answer for future purposes. So QC, they are very, very helpful. Do not, I repeat, do not be afraid to ask questions. Yes, it may take you a little extra time to make the phone call, to be on the phone, but you know what? That time that you spend making those phone calls will save you time on future site visits, and it'll also save you time for, in case you miss something, and then now they want you to go back. Okay, so all of these things are time-saving aspects of it. Use them to your fullest extent whenever you have questions, whenever you have doubt, whenever you are confused. Because from my personal experience, anytime I had questions about something, sometimes I couldn't get to a manager right away because sometimes they are in meetings. Excuse me. But the Nation Hotline will also help you out, or direct you to the right person, or to direct you to someone who is available to answer your question. So I really hope that helped. Just don't be afraid to ask questions. Do the job to the best of your ability, because like I said, I didn't know what I was doing, but I did it to the best of my ability, and they helped me along the way in that process. That's what I think is good about this company, Manhattan Strategy Group, that is doing these USDA site visits, because anytime I've had a question, I've been able to call and get an answer, or call and have my problem resolved. So anytime you have a problem while you're on location, be sure, very first thing you want to do is call one of your managers or call the Nation Hotline. So I hope that helps.